Yo, what is going on, and welcome to another episode of the Urban Pitch Podcast, the beautiful game of life, part of the Believe Network. I'm Ramsey Abushala, editor-in-chief of UrbanPitch.com. Julio Monterosa, Bridget Flores. What's going on, y'all? How we doing? How we feeling?
We're finally back together. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I mean, well, we did a double recording, so we took last week off, but yeah, I don't know what day it is. I'm on like 6 hours of sleep every night. Like
I'm lost.
Yeah.
I've been part of everybody's nation but mine.
Yeah, Julio's going through an identity crisis.
Mr. Worldwide.
Argentinian, Japanese.
Belgium, you were Belgium for a second?
Belgium, yeah. But we don't Belgium anymore.
No, we're here. We had to all bring the gang back together because we have a very special guest in the building.
Yes,
Pro footy player for the Carolina Ascent, Lily Nabet. Lily, what's going on? How we doing?
I'm chilling. It's a beautiful day. Some footy, some World Cup.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
We're happy to have you. It's been like a wild summer, to say the least, right? You've been on a nice break because, you know, all the leagues out here have happened, ramping up into a new season. We'll talk about that. But first, what's been like your take on the whole World Cup, like fever, and how have you felt personally, like as a player, like seeing, you know, more like mainstream fans starting to get into it? What has that been like for you?
Honestly, I think being in LA and just seeing everybody come together has been awesome. I remember when it was the U.S.'s first game, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll just go down the street and just watch it at a bar. Don't know why I thought that was going to be so easy. I didn't think so many people were going to be out and about watching it. Maybe that's naive of me, but yeah, it's really cool to see like the United States just like gather around this World Cup. And it's also been a little bit bittersweet because I'm Persian, so watching the Iranian national team has been a bit crazy, and all the like controversy on that. I actually went to their game at SoFi against New Zealand, and that was really, really cool. But yeah, it's been awesome.
Yeah, the whole Iran, just like what they went through as like a team, right? Having to go from Tijuana to the U.S., and then some of like the really close calls that they had, and then even that last Algeria and Austria game. Like, I feel like as a Iran, I'm not Persian. I don't have Persian roots, but I was very sympathetic to the Iran team, and I was gutted. I couldn't imagine for someone with the Iranian background. Like, how was that for you?
No, it was crazy. Mostly because I think that the Iranian team represents just the Persian people, so it was hard to go there and like hear all the booing and like it's definitely hard. But that team, I can't even imagine like being a player and having to travel day of a game, not being able to recover and then leave and all. Like, I couldn't even imagine. And for them to come so close to just moving on, I can't even imagine how it feels. But yeah, watching them, I had like so much sense of pride, and it's different because like even watching like Mexico, like I have a lot of like Mexican friends, and that I have that sense of pride, but I didn't think it was gonna feel, I guess, as like immense as that, because we just don't watch like Iranian players as often. But it was great to see them in the World Cup. They showed out. I think they proved their point of how great of players they are. So yeah, I'm happy for them, but it really sucks what they went through.
Yeah. As hard as like it was for them, like going back and forth, like the spirit they had after press game conferences, like it showed that they were like still in good spirits. Which it should be hard because you're leaving every day after, and then you got to come back and you've seen videos of how like players coming from state to state, how Border Patrol it's rechecking all their bags. So for them being that close, I think it's a win for the whole country.
I think that's like the bittersweet of the World Cup, right? We see like the beauty of the game, but also the reality of what it is for many of the countries that work so hard to get here, but also have a lot of struggles in the process. And I think for me, obviously, I was definitely rooting for Iran, and they just showed so much resilience, and they had high spirits, like Julio said. But one of my favorite things also was just like how supportive and how much of a community Mexico and Tijuana built around them, and they were like cheering them on, and like they went and like did like a farewell to them. It was just like that is just like the beauty of countries
Yeah.
coming together. Like you would never think those two would like necessarily come together, and then they did. And as hard as it was for the team, Tijuana and the people there knew, like, let's show up for them, because if that was us, we'd want the same treatment.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and then the atmosphere, because I was at the Iran-New Zealand game
Yeah.
as well, and like the atmosphere in the stadium, right? It was like kind of cagey, especially like, you know, before the game, like national anthem and all that stuff. But then once the game started, it got loud, and you know, obviously huge Persian population in LA, and listening to like after they scored, like the crowd pop was almost as loud as it was for the U.S. game. Like, how did you feel like in that moment when they equalized twice that game, right? So they were down and they came back and tied it back up. Like, how were you feeling? What were the nerves like and throughout that match?
Honestly, I didn't feel nervous at all, but I think being in that stadium, like you said, I think all of the Persian population in LA was at that game.
Yeah,
the whole stadium was Persian.
Yeah.
And I actually went with Ali Riley, so I was in her like New Zealand like group.
So you're in enemy territory.
So I was,
yeah.
I was trying to hide my like emotion, but I think when they scored, I was just like, this is amazing. Like you feel like you want to cry, like tears of joy. Like it's just amazing. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Like for that, even being my first World Cup game to ever go to, like, is such a privilege.
Yeah.
And just seeing them score 2 goals in person was just amazing.
Yeah, and like Persians in LA, like, you know, I'm from the Valley. We were kind of talking about that on the way in, and like especially that like Encino Tarzana area is like very like heavily Persian. I went to school with, there's a huge amount of Persian kids at my school, and they're all stick together. That was like the main thing. It's like they had their area, they hung out. Like so it's funny. I went from 5th grade to middle school, and the middle school I went to is different from all the ones from my elementary school. Like most of the kids from my elementary school went to one school, I went to another school, and the one kid I knew from 5th grade in 6th grade was Persian. So I like was sitting with him at the table, and some guy looked at me. He's like, "Bro, like, yo, are you Persian, man?" And I go, "No." He goes, "This is the Persian table." And I go, "Well, I'm half Lebanese." And he goes, "All right, man, that's close enough." I guess. So like I didn't end up like, it was still like I felt like the out, but they stick. Like what was like your experience growing up being Persian in LA?
Honestly, I didn't really like think too much about it. Like most of my mom's side of the family lives in the Valley, a few on the west side, but honestly, like there's Persian people everywhere. Westwood, like there's a Persian square.
Tarangelis. Right?
Yeah. And there was a lot of Persian people at my school as well. So like I loved it. At first I was a little bit like, okay, maybe this is a bit different, because I went to private school. Okay. So like I wouldn't say there was like stigma or stereotype, but like at first you kind of just didn't really talk about being Persian. I don't know, people didn't really like know much about the Persian culture unless you were Middle Eastern or like you had prior friends. Yeah. But yeah, as I grew older, I was like, wow, there's Persian people literally everywhere. They like run everything. They're everywhere, like every block. And then, whether you're related or not related, Persian people just like want to help no matter what. You tell another Persian person that you're Persian, and they're like, oh hell yeah, here, come have dinner. And you're like,
yeah, that's how they built like such a strong community.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the best Persian spot in the Valley?
Ooh, in the Valley, I really like Sadaf. It's kind of like everybody goes there, but I think Rafi's in Glendale is like the go-to spot. The standard, right? Yeah, but it's so packed all the time.
Right. Yeah. So I'm the Valley like representative of this podcast. These two are like, you know, a little bit of haters. They like to claim.
We like to give them a hard time.
Yeah, fair enough. So we like
the 405 gives us a hard time, so we give them a hard time.
So like, have you experienced the like Valley's not LA rhetoric in or do you just like not even have time for that baseless and senseless argument?
I'm a Valley stan, so whenever someone's like, "Oh, where are you from?" I'm like, "I'm from the Valley," and I love the Valley.
Yeah.
See, she represents Valley pride. Like, she knows where she stands.
A1A, baby.
What are you talking? No. Okay, so see, you guys play both
A1A,
sides.
baby.
No.
Hey, stay true to your roots.
I want. All right, go back through the archives. I'm 100% like. I'm. They turn it around on me, but whatever. Anyway, let's get back to you, Lily, because your career, right? So, go to Duke. You know, prestigious school, prestigious program. Get drafted. You get drafted by Angel City, right? And so, coming back home, what was that like for you, and how was that the Angel City experience for you? Because we've had a few Angel City players on the pod, and you know they've really been like very positive about their experience. What was yours like?
Honestly, it was pretty crazy that I even got the chance to come back to LA. When I was at Duke, I actually walked down at Duke, so like the idea of going pro never really crossed my mind. So I didn't really think that I had a chance to do that. So then when I entered the draft, I watched the first round of the draft, and because one of my mates was gonna go first round, and then after that, one of my friends was like, "Hey, do you want to go to Kith? Like, let's go shopping." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't want to watch this anymore." Like, I
He's watching the draft.
Yeah, like I was so I threw my name in the draft, not thinking of anything, just because I was like, okay, well, I don't want to work, so maybe I'll just try this out. So I actually got a call from them when I was in the Kith parking garage.
Oh my God.
And I was like,
That's service.
I literally was like, oh my God, I'm getting a call. I don't
What
have
are
the
the
number.
odds?
Like, I don't know who this is. And then, when I went to Angel City, I was like, just so happy. Like, I was definitely scared because you have all these like big name players, and you're like having, I don't know, like, are you good enough to even be there? I don't know. So when I first went, I would say like my first 2 years, I was just trying to be a sponge and just trying to like make it every day. And it was really positive. It was definitely like such a grind. And I would relate it to honestly going to Duke and being a walk-on there. Like the things that I had to do to kind of fit in or like get by was just like, I couldn't just show up and do my job and leave. Like I had to, get there, like schedule extra trainings or like talk to my coaches and my teammates to see what I could be doing better, because at first I didn't think I was supposed to be there. But all the coaches that I had were so good to me, and they like, everyone was so welcoming. And it being an expansion team and me being in LA, like I couldn't let myself take it for granted. So I was just trying to enjoy it the best I can, but it was also such a grind. And playing in that stadium in front of so many people, like it was amazing, but it was also so scary at first. But yeah, like I had a great time. It definitely grew me as a person and a player, and I had so many amazing teammates and coaches that went through there for the 4 years that I was there, so it was great.
I just wanted to go back really quick. So before you went to Duke, did you grow up playing soccer? Did you go to Duke with the intention, like, I want to play soccer there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah, I wanted to go there I don't know why I wanted to go there so bad. I actually had, like, a counselor that when I was applying to colleges and I was like, oh, I want to play in college, the age group that I was in club, I was a grade ahead than everyone on my club team, but I was the same age. So I think I was getting recruited like my junior year, but I was still really young. Like when I went to college, I was still 17.
Right.
So that was like a huge ordeal and hassle, but like, yeah, I wanted to go play. And the only chance I could get was to walk on there, and I was lucky enough to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So.
Did your parents have to sign like your like release forms and stuff? Because I was 17 my freshman year too, and there's like some NCAA form. And
maybe. I actually have no idea.
I had to literally call. Like, thankfully I didn't go. I went to Cal, so my parents just drove up and like signed it really quick, and so. But it was what walking on is, that's like not a easy feat, right? Because you're competing with people that were recruited heavily, and there's money involved. And how was that experience like for you, and how quickly did you kind of get acclimated to the team?
The first year was really tough. But I knew exactly what I was getting myself into. I knew that I was in an environment that if I was good enough, like I would have gotten the scholarship. So like I wasn't going in delusional of like what I was doing. So it was definitely really tough at first. Even the academics, all of it was like super hard. I ended up having to like get a mentor that had to mentor like all my classes with me and do all this stuff. And thankfully Robbie Church, the head coach at the time, was just, he's such an amazing guy and he wanted to help me so much. So yeah, the first like year, 2 years was really tough. And then after that, I would say like I excelled and I did what I needed to do. And eventually like my senior year, I was captain of the team, and then I stayed for my 5th year because of COVID and all of that stuff.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I mean, it was the best decision I think I ever made for myself.
Yeah, was Michelle Cooper part of your class? Was she in that team?
Yeah, she was there. I played 1 year with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. And were there other schools? Could it have been a different school, or was Duke like your?
I was actually gonna I was getting recruited by UPenn.
Dang, so you got like crazy academics.
No,
then.
see, and when I tell people this, that's what they like say, but it just was like coincidental that was
the next up. No biggie.
But I was gonna go there, and then Robbie called me and was like, "We'll offer you a walk-on spot." So
Season was never an option.
She's like, I love the valley, but not that much.
No, but I mean, like with just knowing like the Persian friends that I had, your parents must have been proud that you number one got in at Duke, and number two were able to play for 5 years there. Like, right?
Yeah, my mom was so happy. Aww. And then when I stayed for my 5th year, she was like, and I got drafted my 5th year also, and I was in the master's program there, and she was like, you're not allowed to go to Angel City until you get your master's. And I was like, Mom, they need me in LA. Like, I can't just, I didn't get a contract like right when I got drafted. Like, I had to go there and earn my contract.
Yeah.
So I was so stressed out. My mom was like, you need to get your degree before you do your soccer.
Did you?
Yeah, I mean, I had to.
Wow.
Yeah. They make rules. Like, what was your master's in?
It was a master's of management. It was in their business program, but they had like a 1 year
program. Right?
Yeah.
So not MBA, but just like kind of in that same thing. So you could be like running a business after like.
I could be, yeah.
I'm chilling right now.
I don't know. This is a lot. Playing football is a lot easier.
Yeah, you said that was your thing. Like I didn't want to work, so I said maybe I'll get drafted. That was that like actually like your your mindset?
Which was crazy that I was so nonchalant about it, but like I live and breathe this sport. That like I think I was having just like an identity crisis where I thought that I just didn't belong in the professional space, and also in the Persian community, like you don't talk about professional sports. Like you talk about being a dentist or a lawyer, like a doctor. And I was like, I don't want to do
the traditional careers.
Yeah.
How was that? Like pursuing playing soccer, especially as a woman, and then knowing that that's like not a norm within your culture.
At first, it was definitely different when I told my mom about it, that I wanted to enter the draft. But as soon as I got drafted, my mom was like the happiest person in the entire world. So there was like my whole family supported me. They were ecstatic about it. So they didn't care. But then when it came to like money and stuff, I was like, I'm not gonna be making that much money, but maybe in the future.
Yeah. And they made you get the degree too. So
yes.
Like you have that. Yeah.
And you came back to your city, so.
Yes, that was amazing.
Yeah. So Angel City, you end up going on loan to Jacksonville, and now you're with Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale, yeah.
Right. Fort Lauderdale, and then now with Carolina. What was making the jump to the Super League like, and like what are the biggest differences that you've seen?
Yeah, well, when I went to Fort Lauderdale on loan, the biggest thing for me was that year I hadn't like stepped foot on the field, and I was like, well, I can't let my career die right now. Like, I need to leave. And that was like honestly such a hard decision to do because I love LA. I love the girls. I loved playing for Angel City. But I knew that I had to go play somewhere, and so I was like, oh, maybe I'll go to the USL. I didn't know too much about it, to be honest, and I knew it was a new league. but I didn't really know like the coaches. I didn't know, you know, how things were being run, how players were being treated. There wasn't like there still is not a CBA, so there are things that I was a little weary of. But at that point in time, I was like, I need to just go play somewhere, and it's either I go play somewhere else in the States or I go overseas, and I didn't want to go overseas at that time. So I went to Fort Lauderdale. Definitely different. I would say the biggest difference is the resources and money of clubs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it is a great resource for younger players, and also just players in the NWSL or any league to just go and if you need playing time to go. And that's exactly what I needed, and it really built my confidence. And then, yeah, I think I spent 3 months at Fort Lauderdale, and the goal was to go back to the NWSL, but I didn't know if I was ready for that. I knew, like, I really wanted to just play and be, like, a 90-minute player, because in the past, like, I had started games, come off the bench, not play. I've literally played, like, every single role possible on a team, and I finally wanted to be more of, like, an impact, influential player on a team. So yeah, when I signed to go to Carolina, the head coach there, Pooley, was amazing. And he had so much professional background. He worked for the U.S. women's national team. And that club was a lot different. I think they had more resources. They also had an older team. So I think a lot of the girls I played at Fort Lauderdale with, it was like their first or second year playing professional. So when things needed to be changed, or I think that they needed more, it was hard for them to understand that you deserve a little bit more.
Right. They never saw it.
Yeah, they never saw it. So then when I went to Carolina, there were, I think, girls that were also my age and a little bit older that kind of pushed that standard of being better. But like I said, the league is so new, and I think teams are so new, that there's a lot of work to be done, but I think it's in a great place for being the second year.
Yeah, yeah. And, you know, you mentioned, like, your role was always changing, and, like, you know, you played, you know, even in the midfield, right? There's, like, those early Angel City teams, like, it was just, like, kind of, they're just trying to, like, throw stuff and see what sticks, right? They're trying people out of right back and, you know, like, all different things. What is, your ideal, like, role? If you could pick, like, a spot for you, what would that, like, how would you, like, your player profile, how would you describe that?
I think my most ideal would be an 8.
Okay.
I think one of the biggest parts of my game is my defensive work. Like, I love to get stuck in, I love to defend, I love to do all that, but on the flip side, I also love to be on the ball. So right now I think I'm playing a lot deeper. I'm playing a 6 role, but like a 6 that drops into the back line to create, which I don't mind because I love playmaking and, you know, being on the ball, but I also love being in the box and being higher up on the field. So I'm trying to figure out how to balance the two. I'm also just so high energy on the field that I want to be everywhere, that it's also not the best thing. I'm working on patience and not doing so much. But yeah, I would say like the 8 would be my most ideal.
Yeah. Is there anyone that you like pattern your game around?
Oof, I love Rodri.
Oh yeah.
I love that man.
Yeah.
But I honestly,
a lot of Madrid fans don't like him. He's a Madrid fan.
Bet he deserved it. No, he's an amazing player though. You can see like how Spain is playing now with having him back, opposed to how they were playing when he was gone. He's a big part. He breaks up a lot of plays and creates a lot of plays as well. So that's a great player. He is not Busquets-like, but he's close to like the playmaking for a player that's so defensive that can create games. Like, because Busquets like lead like that guy.
Yeah.
And he rocks the shirt tuck. So
tuck shirts is crazy.
Do you rock the tuck shirt a little bit too? Do you know?
I rock a long sleeve every day. I play.
Yeah.
I'm like in 120 degree weather. I'm still wearing a long sleeve.
Yeah. I feel like it's a little bit classier, like on, like especially those Spain jerseys. This Spain jersey,
yes,
with the stripes that go all the way down. Like, dude, that's more like,
Any jersey long sleeve looks better though.
It's so nice.
So you're all about fashion opposed like you'll be burning up like I look good.
No,
She's playing good and she looks good.
It's my thing. We actually don't have long sleeve kits right now. I wish we did. Even at Angel City, I would buy them for a long sleeve kit. But yeah, I don't know why. I've just like my first year at Angel City, I started wearing a long sleeve, and I'm like, this is my thing.
I got it. I'm building a brand over here.
Yeah.
Well, now that we're talking about it, let's transition into like the fashion side of things. Obviously, I mean, like you got the fit on. Like you're doing like the tunnel fits at with Angel City, and do you work with League Fits? Was that something I saw?
Used to.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, League Fits was like in your like prior experience. So like what made you get into fashion, and how is that kind of like how would you define your style?
I got into fashion. My mom was really into fashion. She actually used to be a fashion major when she was in college, and then that kind of died out. But I think my oldest brother also had a big influence on me. I remember like seeing his like East Bay magazines.
Great.
Great. East Bay.
Yeah, it was like, which I was like 10, 8, but I was like, this is so cool. And then even the era of like Allen Iverson and all of that stuff, I was like, this is just so cool to me that now fashion and sports is just like all in one. And I always loved fashion, but I didn't ever see it as like a way to, I guess, show like my personality or any of that. And then when I was at Duke, I was like, oh, this is really cool. So I reached out to the League Fits, just like team, and Ian, who runs League Fits, was like, yeah, we'd love to have you as an intern. Like, yeah, you can post like on the Instagram. So I literally would go through their tunnel pics of like players and post on the account. And that's when I first was like, this is so sick. Like like NBA players are commenting on the photos that I'm posting. And then I kind of translated that to the soccer world, and then Ian was like talking about Trinity Rodman and all of this stuff, and like my two worlds were now colliding of just like fashion and the NWSL and League Fit. So I kind of ran with that, and that whole like League Fits Instagram, what Ian's doing is so like monumental, I think, of what he's done just like in the NBA world and now in the soccer world. It's just been awesome.
Yeah. And that's great you said that, because everybody back in the days, like NBA was like everybody trying to copy their fashion. Like they were like first like showing the personality of players. But I think soccer nowadays it's up there with them. Like everybody's seeing what Oli says is wearing, or like what these other players are wearing, because soccer's kind of running fashion right now.
Yeah, they used to be so separate at one point. Like if you would wear a soccer jersey,
tight
you were, like
pants.
basic, or like the soccer player starter kits were just like had to stay away from all of that. But now you're seeing the blend of both coming together and people normalizing it and becoming like very trendy, especially now with the World Cup. Like the amount of people wearing soccer kits, or also just like third concept kits, or upcycled jerseys. Oh my God, like it's been really sick. It's been really
even
sick.
the arrivals of like the sponsorships that some of these like premier teams are getting, or like AC Milan, like
Off-White and AC Milan.
It's crazy what is happening. And like you said, like I think the fashion in the soccer world now is elite. Like people are looking at some of these players. For example, like I first started following, I think his name is Hector
Bellerin.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Arsenal
man
legend.
is
Suave. I love him.
Hey, relax.
I kid you not, he's like one of my favorite players. I think he's
so cool.
Dude, so cool,
Yeah.
so handsome.
Yeah.
His aesthetic is so clean. Oh my gosh, yes.
But he was like, I think, I wouldn't say one of the first players that I saw that like he started doing the whole like aesthetic fashion vibe. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like he was.
No, but it stands out.
Yeah.
It stands out. Like his aesthetic is very, like his play on like his look, even as a soccer player on the field, like
Yeah.
he stands out. People are saying like, oh, he's bringing back like what players looked like back in like the early like 60s, 70s, and he rocks it really well.
Yeah.
So
They were
that's a
talking
very
about
good
him
one.
like more off the field than they were on, because he was hurt a lot. You know, like
Yes,
he didn't
exactly.
like his Arsenal like stint wasn't as you know.
Barcelona time was really bad.
Yeah.
Then he went to
Betis,
and they came back with the retro jerseys, and like he didn't play, but he was bottling the.
He was stunning with it.
No, but he literally, I think he did a campaign for gas. Like he was all over the place, and it sucks because he was a great player. It's just the injuries that kind of slow it down. Like now, fashion's he's no more for fashion than he's for playing, so it sucks. But yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he was able to kind of build something else for himself, even though like he wasn't able to play, you know. And I think that whole like aesthetic, right? Even now, it's still like, you know, the traditional purists will be like, oh, you gotta focus on the game, like, you know, all this, you know. But now it's even it's starting to become a little bit more accepted to where, you know, players are building more than like a persona bigger than their playing profile, right? And they're not just the player who they are on the field. They have, whether it's through social media or through like what they wear or how they present themselves, like there's something like you can build something that's so much more than like who you are as a player. And I think you're one of those players that do that pretty well too. And seeing like the different fits that you were coming out with, and I think Angel City embraced that a little bit, but now you see most every team is doing that now. So it's really cool to see that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, because I was gonna say I do love your fit. It's super
Thank
sick,
you.
super clean. And obviously we talked about Hector, but is there any like women in the soccer world in addition to yourself that you're like inspired by with their fits or with their aesthetic?
I would say there's a few girls. There's not many girls closets where I would say like that fits my vibe, but I will say I see a lot of Jaden Shaw's fits, and I'm like, this girl knows how to dress. Like that is what I would wear. I think there's a few other girls where I'm like cool ass style, but I wouldn't wear that. But like they're rocking it. Even on Angel City, like Sarah Gordon, she has some great fits. That girl really knows how to dress herself. Madison Hammond, when we were teammates, like also like dope fits.
And she's doing some crazy stuff with Nike too. Like it's wild to see, because I think she was hurt for a little bit too. I don't know if she still is hurt, but she was off like sidelined for a little bit, and then she's doing with off ball like all this stuff that she's doing with them is super cool to see too. So like there's always like more to build now, and I think those opportunities are really cool to see. Are there like certain brands that you find yourself like acclimating to, or like is it just like kind of whatever you see?
I think it's whatever I see. I'm a big like online viewer.
Okay.
I wouldn't say shopper, because if I said shopper, I would be like completely
Buying.
broke right now.
I feel that.
I'm really into like vintage stuff right now, or even like going into my closet at home and like seeing something and cutting it, and I'm like even these, like I haven't worn these in like 4 years. I got these I think in college, and then I saw them and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna cut them and wear them today.
Do you just cut those?
I literally just cut these like 2 hours ago.
And it works.
But yeah, I'm really into like vintage reworked garments, and I'm really into tabbies. I got my tabbies like 2 years ago, and I'm trying to get another pair that aren't so expensive.
Right. That's another polarizing, like either with it or you're not. Some of the like the videos are like it's like they go into work and they get the reaction of their like coworkers of what they're wearing. Like that's I enjoy not just like the polarizing aspect of it, but just like owning it, and you know, like it's not for everybody, but if you feel like if you rock it with enough confidence, it's like you can pull off anything.
And if you wear anything with confidence, who cares? That's like when I see someone's outfit and I'm like, it's not for me, but cool, you're wearing it. It doesn't bother me, so do your thing.
Okay, let's go back into the football world. Upcoming USL Super League season, right? What are you looking to, like, first off, like, how is your off season, and how confident are you like moving into a new season coming up in September or August, right? Season starts?
Season starts, so I go back July 7th. But
Next week.
yeah. But they're changing the schedule now, so we'll go back to the NWSL schedule.
Okay.
So we'll have like a mini season from.
Right, like kind of like the MLS transitional.
Yeah, I don't really know exactly when our first game is. Like they posted it, but.
Yeah. I'm still in off season.
Like,
I'm
D&D.
Don't call me, bro.
Out of the
Vacation.
I feel that.
Cardinals Bella vibes.
I couldn't tell you when the first game was, but honestly, being on break was so nice because I had my Angel City season, and then I went to Fort Lauderdale from September to December. I had like 1 week off, and then I played for another 6 months. So I was like getting to the point where I was so burnt out, and then it was becoming like emotional burning out. But the season ended with us playing the finals. We ended up losing in the finals, so I took like a week to be sad.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You need that.
Yeah. But now going into this like season, I'm so excited. Mostly because I moved like 3 times in the span of a few months, and now I get to go back. Don't have to worry about moving. Know my teammates. Love the coach. Love the environment. Love Charlotte.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to like do my thing without other stressors going on. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah,
Melo's gone, so you're the main attraction.
and you can drive the streets safely. Now. That's the most important thing.
I know,
Melo's
see a summer.
The streets became safer.
He's driving like crash cars.
Yeah.
But yeah, so going back to Carolina, right? Like how has that been like for you? Because like what's the Tri-Cities, right? It's like Charlotte, Durham, and Raleigh, right?
Yeah.
So like, what's it been like going? Because everybody that I talk to and that we've talked to that are from that area, they love it. They always say how underrated it is.
I think Charlotte is an amazing city. Obviously, being in Durham for 5 years, it was also great, but there's not too much to do in Durham. And I think Charlotte from Durham is like 2.5 hours, so it's a little further, but I think Charlotte's like a really up-and-coming city. There's a lot of younger people, a lot of cool spots. I haven't like explored it too much because I would say my first like month there, 2 months, I didn't even have a car. So I was like trying to figure that out. And I got a car like the last month that I was there, so I was finally doing my thing. I found a second street out there, so I was lit.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there we go.
But it's pretty cool. Like they have a lot of cool stuff out there.
I always hear about like the food scene there and how good the food is. Like, is there a certain like type of cuisine that you've found yourself enjoying while you're out there?
I love Japanese food, and what I've noticed is they have a lot of like Japanese, like Peruvian spots or like Japanese this spot.
Yeah.
And that I've really, really enjoyed. I haven't tried too much stuff. Like I said, I didn't have a car, so like everything had to be within Uber radius. But yeah, they have a lot of like really good Japanese spots.
Yeah, and then I mean, being Valley, like that's like.
It's my thing.
That's like sushi's, central. Do you have a specific spot that you go to in the Valley that I don't want you to make it hot if that's a concern.
No, I don't really care.
I'm leaving anyways. Like, y'all deal with it.
The Valley is up and coming with their restaurants, let me say.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I don't even know if it's
There's
up
really
and coming.
good-
I feel like for as long as I've been alive,
or
like
it's
the
getting
food
more
there,
spotlight. It's getting more of a
Yeah.
spotlight.
Yeah.
Because I used to go down Ventura, and they have like amazing
Dude,
restaurants.
all down Ventura is the best sushi outside of Japan. I
agree.
Yeah, but anyways,
Valley
I could go
stand
on.
right there.
I could go on.
I think my favorite spot in the Valley would be Roja. It's in Studio City. It's like
Okay.
you wouldn't even be able to see it because it's like a little shack next to like a motel, but it's so
Kind of
good.
sketch.
It is sketch, and I love that because people don't go in there too often.
That's
So-
how you
Next to the
know. That's how
motel.
you know it's good, though, huh?
Yeah, that spot's really good. I've been going to Sugarfish a lot.
Yeah.
Sugarfish.
But yeah, I mean, all those places.
There was a place down in Ventura. It was all you can eat sushi for like $20 back in the
Come
days.
on, man.
But no way. It was good. It was good. But then again, I was younger. I think I just went because he used to have like the Obama roll, the Kobe roll. the Bruce Lee role was like kind of good, but then had a little kick at the end. Like
You gotta be careful with those
Some top
places,
three
man.
people were there.
I was going just because of the names of the sushi rolls. So
You gotta be careful with those places.
it was good. It was good
Yeah.
though. No, honestly, it was good. And then like one time I got so sick
Yeah, I mean,
because I
Never went
overate.
back.
you're
because I
playing with
overate.
fire. You're
Yeah.
playing with fire there. And the all-you-can-eat spots, like, you just have to. Because there's some that are like kind of decent, like Midori and
Midori, that's what it's called. Yeah,
Was that? Is that?
down Ventura, right?
Yeah,
it was
it's
like
on
right in front
Ventura,
of the
but there's a million.
right in
sushi
front of
spots.
the little car dealership.
This is like you're talking about any
never
place,
mind.
you know? Like,
There's a few of those.
yeah, the sushi spot near the car dealership on Ventura. It's like could be
That's
like
true. They had,
17.
There's like
Like,
5, 6.
back to
You're not narrowing it down very much, but
There's
I
a
mean,
guy coming out with an Ed Hardy trying to sell you a car. Yalla. Yeah, I want a Mercedes 96. 50-month payments.
yeah, no, but you for sure have to like pick and choose with those places
Yep.
because you can definitely get you know the bad end of the stick of that. But listen, Lily, well, this has been a great conversation. We'd love to continue more, but I know you got things to do. We got things to do. It's World Cup season. Like everything is so busy. But who you been listening to? What's on your playlist before we wrap things up?
Oof. I love Kamari. He's new.
Okay.
And then his cousin actually, his name's Gabriel Jacoby. It's like R&B. I'm a R&B stan.
Okay.
Isn't that the guy that Michelle Obama
Yes.
talked about?
Yes.
Ooh,
So
his music is
His
Yeah.
music is good.
his music's really good. But so he's cousins with Kamari, and I actually saw them in Charlotte. I found them like 6-7 months ago, and then I saw that they had a concert. Actually, on my flight to Charlotte, I bought the ticket,
Wow.
and I saw them, and I'm like, these guys are good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
so
to
that's my
listen to his
vibe right
music.
now.
All right.
And the new YG album.
The YG album, yeah.
Okay.
That's more Julio's.
Well, no, I'm a big R&B guy, so yeah. But yeah, the YG album was pretty good.
I haven't gotten around to listening to it.
I didn't think, honestly, I didn't think it was gonna be good because like, I don't know why. Because I'm like YG, like I don't think I liked his last album as much.
Yeah.
But this was surprisingly good. Like even like there was a report saying like, the most slept on album this year.
Really?
Like, yeah, it's really
Oh.
Well, I've been sleeping on it because
Yeah.
I haven't come around to listening to it yet.
Wait, before
so-
we wrap up, who do you think is taking the World Cup?
Ooh, I really want Mexico to win.
Period.
I really want them to win.
Me too.
So I'm gonna say that. I'm not
Okay,
gonna say
manifest
anything.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
I love that.
Look, I think that side of the bracket, Mexico got the easier side of the
They got
bracket.
momentum though.
And they got everybody playing altitude that can't even
They
breathe.
got one more game. They got one more game in the Azteca against an England side that low-key should have lost to Congo. Like, this is, if there was ever a time for an upset and to actually get the curse of the fourth game, right? You know, like, round of 32, like, it doesn't really break that curse because you have to get past the round of 16,
yeah.
right? So if there's every time to break it, like,
This
come
is the
on.
one.
Like, they just moved the start
The timing, right?
Yeah.
It's 11 a.m.
Yeah. So this episode's gonna actually come out after the game. So like, you know,
Stressing me out.
I hope they beat England as well,
yeah.
just because their food sucks and like,
And dude,
and then it's called soccer.
British tears, man. British tears are so sweet. Like
Yeah,
seeing
dude,
them like
on the comment they literally kill it. Like, you guys should die. Like, you guys, why are you speaking football? I'm like, dude.
it's the fact that we have American accents,
Yeah.
right? And like we're talking.
If we
about
spoke like
soccer
Harry
and,
Potter,
you know,
it would be
it's-
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta put the AI filter on, and then like I'm serious, like that, it would change their perspective of. But
I
that's
agree.
not who we're. I don't cater to them.
Yeah.
You know, like they gotta meet me at our level. You know.
Yeah.
Anyways, Lily, thank you so much. This has been a fantastic conversation. Best of luck to you in the upcoming season. We're gonna be paying attention to you. So we do. It's the Urban Pitch Boost. right?
It's a thing.
It is a thing. And we've been doing this for long enough to where the boost, like, you know, it's like not running up, but like players are, you know, moving on to other things in their careers and stuff. But even like past their playing careers, the boost still stands. So like anything that happens, like whether it's your playing career, post-playing career, like we're taking credit for it. So just
As
like
you should. As you
Yeah,
should.
from now on,
No.
any goal that happens, assist,
yeah,
great
Urban
tackle,
pitch.
Yeah.
through ball, urban
outfit
pitch.
like
Outfit.
fit, like,
I'm
fit-
tagging y'all.
Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
From now on, tag us.
Yeah, you don't have to tag us, but just know that we're
Alright.
taking credit for it. So
I got
If it's
you.
bad, tag ESPN.
Don't tag us.
Do not tag. Yeah.
claim
We don't
us.
take responsibility for the bad stuff, but we take responsibility for the good stuff. So.
But only good things from here.
Yeah. And I fully so only good things from here on out. Best of luck to you moving forward. Thanks again for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was fun.
Yeah. All right. This has been another episode of the Urban Vision Podcast, The Game of Life. For Julio Monterosa, Lily Nabet, Persian Flores, I'm Ramsey Abushala. We'll see you next week.